I don't want Mr. Sedlak to feel like he doesn't have any homework assignments, so as well, to get off easily on this too, as opposed to Mr. Hugus and Ms. Rock. In the packets that I've been getting since we started here, I saw a lot of information concerning the open records requests to do that as well. It seems to me that this takes up a great deal of your day, or am I understating that?
Depending on what it is. It could take up my entire day.
Really?
It could take up my entire week sometimes. Depending on what the request is, how many I have, whether we have to appeal it to the...
That was the next piece of that, too, because then it gets involved, and sometimes we have to involve the solicitor. That, if I'm interpreting that information correctly.
Yeah, anytime there's an appeal to the Open Records Office or downtown to the court system, Mr. Ratcher has to be involved at that point.
Is there any way we could work on capturing how much time we put into this? Because it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong on this too, when I look through the report, in some cases we're requesting some of the same information a couple of times?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the request is not exactly the same,
Understood.
it could be requested
Reword
again.
it and ask for the same thing.
Sure, understood.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
we are
it may seem the same, but in actuality, it might be, I want something for this month, and then the next month they ask for it again
Sure.
for that month.
Sure.
So,
Okay, all right, so it just strikes me as strange, you're putting an awful lot of time into this, I can only imagine, then, it can be quite substantial to it, too. And I think I checked with the solicitor, but those requests are public domain information, isn't that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so who requests that information is a public domain piece of that, too, so you're tied up in all that. Is there a way we can work on, perhaps the next meeting or in the near future, to include that report and that information, and so to capture the amount of time we're putting into it, because that's really the cost that we have coming through.
yeah, I mean, since I'm the one that does it, I can tell you exactly how long it takes me to do things.
Okay,
and,
let's
yeah,
see if we can
absolutely.
summarize that and who's making that request, but and I'll ask the rest of our folks on council, what's the best way for folks to understand that reporting? Should we just continue in that package? We make it an agenda item?
I think you report on it. You and Joe report on it.
Okay, so we'll report on that on a regular basis, and I guess that becomes part of our agenda then.
Well, yeah, I'll make the suggestion, I mean, as far as, yeah, we could place it as one of the items in our agenda packets. That's why
Yeah.
it's part of the agenda.
Monthly.
And just how we do with, like, say, list of bills and tax collections and minutes, there may be questions about it, or maybe not, but it's still part of the packet. That way, it's part of the public record. We always have it. It's just part of the packet. And I believe that part of it's, well, I know that part of it's already
Right.
printed up and it's in a spreadsheet. If we can just add that to the agenda from now on,
Yeah,
or
I
the
mean,
agenda packet. As
I
far
have
as
to have the open record log. I have to have the log which you receive every week.
Right.
So if that's all you want, I could.
maybe just on a, maybe,
Well, also maybe summarize the resources we're putting into it, because it seems as if, from looking at these, when it goes to appeal, it goes downtown, there's a little bit more than just you moving a piece of paper across here, too.
Yeah, because a lot of times if it's information requested from, say, the engineering department, I have to
Sure.
talk to 3 or 4 people over there. Information requested from council and the mayor, I contact you and get whatever you have, if anything.
And I don't mean minute by minute, but a rough summation of the time, hour, 2,
Sure.
4, something to that effect. Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be great, too, because this, I mean, we're looking to include, we have someone part-time. It's enough work. It's come before us, at least since I've been here, that we have someone part-time's got to help with you, too. So it's starting to look like it's going to be quite a task, too. So if we can summarize that,
That's a good
report
idea.
on it, possibly even post it at some point, whether we do the website, we'll move that process forward in the next couple months. So if we can got to give you homework too, Joe. You can't be, we don't let you off the hook. So I appreciate the effort to it. Looks like it's an awful lot of time too. But thank you for doing that. I think that's all for now.